My name is Dr. Ryan Mitchell, and before we begin, I want you to imagine something with me. It is 2 in the morning. You hear a soft knock at a hospital door. A nurse opens it, and there stands an 82-year-old man named Victor Hanford. He looks strong, but the strength is only on the outside. He whispers, almost in fear, "I cannot hold a cup anymore." My hands shake. I feel myself slipping. I do not want to lose who I am. When he said those words, I felt something inside my chest tighten, because he was not talking about a cup. He was talking about his independence. He was talking about the slow, quiet fear many seniors feel, but rarely say out loud. The fear that one day they will not be able to walk across the room or garden or lift their grandchild without pain. Victor looked at me and said, "Doctor, if I could turn back time, even a little, I would give anything." What I told him that night changed his life, and today I want to share those same tools with you, because the truth is this. There are 7 longevity breakthroughs that seniors over 60 can start right now. They are simple. They are backed by science. And most people do not do them. Each one is a chance to slow aging, restore strength, rebuild hope, and give you more years to enjoy the people you love. This is not just information. This is a lifeline. So here we go. This is the countdown of the 7 longevity breakthroughs every senior should be doing after 60, but most do not. Number 7. The 10-minute stability reset that prevents falls. I want to begin with the story of Maria. She was 74. She loved painting. She loved her grandkids, but she feared walking down her own hallway after she slipped and fell in the bathroom. She told me, "Doctor, I am scared of my own legs." Her fear was real. Falls are the #1 cause of injury for seniors. A study published in the New England Journal of Medicine showed that simple balance exercises reduce falls by more than 30%. That is life-changing. Here is the science in simple words. Your muscles are like the ropes that hold a tent upright. When you do not use them, the ropes loosen, the tent wobbles. But when you tighten the ropes with small exercises, the tent becomes steady again. For Maria, we introduced the 10-minute stability reset. Slow heel raises, gentle side steps, controlled standing from a chair, nothing intense, nothing painful. Yet after 4 weeks, she walked in with a smile and said, "I feel like I have my legs back." And here is the truth. You can feel that too. 10 minutes a day. You do not need equipment. You only need your willingness to begin. Number 6. The protein rule that stops muscle loss after 60. When I visited a retirement home last year, I met a man named Harold. He looked thin, not because he wanted to, but because he was shrinking with age. He told me, "I eat, but I feel weaker every month." A study published in the Journal of Nutrition showed something shocking. Most seniors consume far less protein than their bodies need, and without proper protein, muscles melt away like snow in warm sun. Here is a simple picture. Imagine your muscles are a brick wall. Protein is the brick. Every day you must add at least a few new bricks. If you do not, the wall crumbles a little at a time. For seniors, the magic number is higher than most people believe. The body needs more protein at 60 than it did at 30 because muscles repair more slowly. So Harold began adding a palm-sized serving of protein to each meal. Eggs in the morning, fish at lunch, yogurt mixed with berries in the afternoon. After 2 months, he said, "My legs feel alive again." This is one of the simplest breakthroughs of aging. Your muscles are not gone. They are waiting to be rebuilt. Number 5, the breathwork technique that calms inflammation. I still remember the day I met Eleanor. She was 78, sharp-minded, witty, and full of warmth. But her joints ached every morning. She explained, "I wake up stiff, then the stiffness steals my joy." Chronic inflammation is one of the hidden engines of aging. A study published in the journal Cell showed that even short moments of daily slow breathing lower inflammation markers in the blood. Think of your body like a campfire. Inflammation is the flame. Your breath is the water that cools it down. I taught Eleanor a simple practice called 4 by 6 breathing. You breathe in for 4 seconds, you breathe out for 6, you do this 10 times. She made it part of her morning routine. 1 month later she told me, "It is like my body finally unclenched. I feel free again." This small practice takes less time than making a cup of tea, but the effect on the aging body is powerful. It soothes the nervous system. It reduces inflammation. It helps joints move with ease, and for many seniors, it brings back a sense of peace they have not felt in years. Number 4. The sleep restoration method that reverses aging at night. Sleep is not just rest. Sleep is repair. Sleep is your body healing from the inside out. But many seniors tell me the same thing. "Doctor, I wake up at 3 in the morning. Then I stare at the ceiling until sunrise." One of them was a man named Samuel. He was 81 and had survived cancer. He said, "I beat the big enemy, but now I am losing to my own nights. Science shows this is not your fault." A study published in the journal Science Advances revealed that as we age, our internal clock drifts. It becomes less stable. Light becomes the key to resetting it. So I taught Samuel something called morning light anchoring. For 10 minutes each morning, he sat by a window or stepped outside to let natural light hit his eyes. This sent a signal to his brain that said, "Wake up now, sleep later." Within 3 weeks, his nights transformed. He told me, "I have not slept this deeply in 10 years. If you begin each morning with natural light, even for a short moment, your sleep quality can improve in a way that feels almost magical. You deserve rest. You deserve healing. You deserve nights that give you strength for the day ahead." Number 3. The social lifeline that adds years to your life. When people talk about longevity, most think of medicine, supplements, or exercise, but one of the most powerful tools is something far simpler: connection. A study in the journal PLOS Medicine followed thousands of older adults and found that loneliness increased the risk of early death just as much as smoking. One of my patients, Ruth, knew this pain well. She had lost her husband 10 years before. She told me, "My house is quiet, too quiet. It feels like the walls are closing in." I encouraged her to join a community art class. She said she was too shy, but she agreed to try. When she returned for her next appointment, her face looked brighter. She told me, "I found my people." I laugh again. I did not know how much I needed that. The science here is beautiful. Connection lowers stress hormones. It boosts immune function. It sharpens memory. It gives the heart a reason to beat stronger. If you reach out to one person today, you are not just making conversation, you are adding time to your life. Number 2, the metabolic tune-up that keeps energy high after 60. Let me tell you about a man named Dennis. He was 69 and once very active, but he came to me exhausted. He said, "I feel like someone unplugged my batteries. This is incredibly common." A study published in Lancet Healthy Longevity found that metabolic flexibility, which is the body's ability to switch between burning sugar and fat for energy, drops sharply after 60. Think about your metabolism like a car engine. Young engines switch gears smoothly. Older engines get stuck, but there is a simple way to tune the engine. Eat during a 12-hour window each day, not fasting for long hours, just a gentle rhythm. If breakfast is at 8, dinner is by 8. Dennis tried this. He also added a short walk after dinner. After 6 weeks, he said, "It feels like someone turned the lights back on inside me." The truth is this: your body wants to heal. It only needs a little help to find its rhythm again. Number 1. The purpose. Trigger that slows. Aging more than any supplement. I want to end with the most powerful breakthrough of all: purpose. A study published in JAMA Psychiatry found that older adults with a strong sense of purpose lived longer and had significantly lower rates of cognitive decline. Let me tell you about Victor again, the man I mentioned at the start, the man who could not hold a cup. We worked on his strength, we worked on his sleep, we worked on his muscles and his balance, but something was still missing. One day I asked him, "Victor, what do you want more time for?" He paused, his eyes filled with tears. He whispered, "I want to see my granddaughter graduate. I want to walk her down the aisle one day, even if I need help." That was his purpose. That was his fire, and something shifted inside him. He showed up to every appointment. He did every exercise with determination. He changed his meals. He rebuilt himself from the inside out. 2 years later, he sent me a picture. He was standing, holding his granddaughter's hand at her graduation ceremony. He wrote, "Doctor, you were right. Purpose keeps the heart alive. Purpose gives strength a job to do. Purpose gives hope a destination. Purpose gives your years meaning, and every senior deserves that." If you are listening to this right now, I want you to hear me clearly. You are not too old. You are not too late. Your story is not done. Your muscles can grow. Your mind can sharpen. Your sleep can deepen. Your heart can heal. Your life can expand in ways that will surprise you. You deserve more mornings. You deserve more laughter. You deserve more moments with the people you love. When I think of Victor and Maria and Eleanor and Ruth and Dennis, I think of the same truth. A longer life is not given. It is built. It is shaped by small actions done with courage. So choose one of these 7 breakthroughs. Begin today. And when you do, I want you to remember this. You are worth the effort. Your future is not behind you. It is waiting right in front of you, ready to be claimed. And I am here to walk that journey with you.